And Councilor Baker will give the invocation for us, please.
Our gracious Heavenly Father, let's thank you for this beautiful day and the sunshine, and that each and every one of us will be blessed today, and as folks go home, they'll have traveling grace, and look over our soldiers overseas and their families here at home, that they may be blessed and protected, and give each one of us the wisdom and the knowledge to do your work in this field of health that is so vital to our Cherokee people. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Roll call, please.
Bradley Cobb. Janelle Fulbright.
Here.
Bill England.
Here.
Bill John Baker.
Here.
Jack Baker.
Here.
Harley Bozick.
Here.
Julia Coates.
Here.
Joe Crittenden.
Here.
Jody Fishinghawk.
Here.
Meredith Bailey.
Here.
Don Garvin. China Gloria Jordan.
Present.
Curtis Snell.
Here.
Chris Sugg. David Thornton. Tara Kellum. All on in. We do have a quorum.
Okay. We need approval of the minutes.
Second.
Okay. Let's all vote on approving the minutes of the last meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the minutes are approved. First, we have Mr. George Bowery of the Claremore Service Unit will give us his report.
Morning.
Morning.
We started our roof project. Of course, we picked the rainiest time of the year to do that. So, in keeping with common sense with the federal government, that's why we did that. We haven't had any big problems with it that I've been made aware of. So, no news is good news there. Our visits are up over the same time period last year. Collections are up. We're still actively recruiting for OBGYN docs, ER docs, and internal meds. CHS is we're getting hit hard. Some of you may have heard from your constituents. As you can see, with over 500 patients a month, and that's been the case since the last year and a half, that just spreads our contract health dollars out thinner and thinner. So along with that, we're going to have more denials. That's just the nature of that beast. I don't know what, until they start funding us a little better, then we'll do the best we can. If you have questions, email me, call me, and I'll get you an answer on why somebody was turned down or what's going on with a patient. Questions?
Anybody have any questions, comments? If not, we thank you for that fine report. Now we'll hear from Ms. Melissa Gower, Cherokee Nation Health Services.
Good morning.
Morning.
You have my report. I just have 3 things to highlight, and then if you have any questions about my report, I'll be glad to try to answer those. The first one is that DNV came the 1st of March, or middle of May, this is June, and did our accreditation, and we successfully are accredited again, so that was very good. The joint venture for Bonita has been signed by all parties now. And the last one is that Cherokee Elder Care, our PACE program. I'm just going to read the first paragraph of a letter from Oklahoma Department of Human Services. Dear Mr. Stevens, congratulations. The Cherokee Elder Care Program has been chosen as the 2010 Outstanding Program for the Achievements in Aging Awards, held in conjunction with the Oklahoma Conference on Aging. So that was very good. They won a big Oklahoma award for that. So if anybody has any questions, I'll be glad to try to answer those or get you an answer.
Mr. Baker.
Yeah. Sometimes your best work and your best programs grow so fast that sometimes there's glitches and complaints and stuff, and I'm really starting to get quite a few from over at the Male Seminary Fitness Center. I mean, parking's going to be an issue till we do something, no doubt, but apparently there's a lot of friction over there between the ladies' exercise class and the weightlifting, and they're moving them out, and I'm just starting to, I mean, you hate to have something really good that is a source of friction, and some of the folks that need it the worst feel like they're being booted out, and let alone any place for handicap parking or anything for the folks that really need to maybe get close. And I realize they're going to exercise, but still doesn't keep them from being crippled. You know?
The parking issue, of course, does not fall under health. That's under management resources, because that's a tribal building. And I do know that, you know, they most recently did put, I think some, I don't know what you call it, but gravel-looking stuff down and put curbs up for parking. So it is a lot better than it was.
Okay.
And I think that they'll probably try to put something maybe in the FY11 budget for pavement of that. I'm not really sure.
Okay.
As far as the other stuff, I don't know anything about it, but I'll see what I can find out.
If you would, please.
Sure, I'll be glad to.
Councilwoman Jordan?
And again, it's a great program. Everybody tells me how great that program is and that we needed it years ago. But our elderly ladies asked me the other day if I would pass along, could we get better lighting on the steps? I guess
On the steps.
at night.
You mean in the parking lot area?
Well, I went down and looked at it. The parking lot does need more lighting. But I think they meant up close to the building. If they had to take any steps, there's not sufficient lighting for them to, they're afraid they're going to fall.
Where there's steps. On the porch, when you go in, there's one step.
And maybe that's where they're talking about, because I didn't get out, Melissa, I just went down and looked, and at night it is pretty dark around the building and in the parking lot.
Okay. I will send that to Angie Drew.
But they were so happy that you were offering that service, and they did not want anyone to think that they were
Well, sure, absolutely.
complaining. They were just afraid that they were going to fall.
Sure.
And we wouldn't want that to happen. We have folks that have told me that are in their 80s that they're going down there and walking and feel safe and comfortable that they can walk there without someone bothering them.
Sure.
Because they can't walk in their neighborhoods
Absolutely,
anymore.
absolutely.
And I know one lady up on 4th Street told me that she's in her 80s, I believe, and believes that with the loss of about 30 pounds, she's in better health than she's ever been, and she attributes it to that program. And she, along with some of her counterparts, were the ones that said, could we get more, better lighting?
Again, health is not responsible for the building.
I
will
understand that, but if you would
I
pass
will
that
pass that
along.
on to Angie.
Okay.
Certainly.
I don't think it would take a whole lot to maybe fix that.
Okay, I'll be glad to. Thank you.
But they wanted me to convey to you that it is a fantastic program.
It is, you know, it's, I guess the challenge is the challenge with any of our great programs or all of our great programs is that, you know, the load is just
Growing pains.
Yeah, we're at like 7,500 people now in membership.
We may need to
So
develop a bigger facility. Wouldn't that be great if we had to develop a bigger facility to make our people healthier?
I mean, the best great thing would be to have one of those facilities throughout the Cherokee Nation jurisdictional area. That'd be the best thing.
Kind of jealous, so.
Absolutely.
Yes, we'd like to have something to complain about in Sequoia County.
Amen. And I don't want you to take that as a complaint. That wasn't a complaint.
No,
I
I'm
was just
not.
asking if that was a
Sure.
possibility.
I will pass that along.
Councilor Buzzard.
I think you answered my question. I was just going to ask, is there any plans to expand this health facility?
Well, that facility is out of tribal money. As you know, it's out of gen fund. I mean, we don't have money in health to do that kind of a thing. And so,
No, we'll start off.
I don't know.
Okay.
I think we're kind of low in that arena right now, so I'm not sure.
And I know it's appreciative, to have that facility down here, but I guess that's on the outside. We'd like to see some for our community people too.
I know that in some of the communities, our Healthy Nation people try to work with existing gyms to do discounted memberships and those kinds of things. I know specifically, I think maybe you asked me this, Janelle, but for Sequoia County, we did that for a long time, and then there wasn't enough people going for them to continue to give us the discount, so they had to discontinue it because you have to have a certain number.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
Any more questions or comments? Oh, I've got a comment. Down at Southside River Smith Clinic, we're really proud that they're redoing the pharmacy and they've got a mobile unit out back, and we're anxious for all that change to take place because someone told me the other day, none of us like change, so don't use the word change, just say we like improvements. So those improvements are being made. But I will pass this along to you because I mentioned it to Angela Drews yesterday because my email that I got back said it involved 3 different group leaders, and it was over a year ago since the place was painted and all the artwork and pictures were taken down at that time, and I think a year is plenty of time to get it back together and get things hung back, and we'd like to see our pictures back up and the artwork, whatever theme they have picked out. Maybe you've got some part of it. I guess cultural tourism may be involved in it, but we want something back on the walls.
in fact, I got an update this morning.
Good.
Lisa Rutherford, that works at C&E for Gina Olaya, they're responsible for doing that sort of thing. And this morning, I asked her about Salisaw, emailed her, and she emailed me back and said that she's almost finished with the casino project there, and as soon as she finishes that, she's going over to the clinic. So she has all the artwork, and we have the theme and everything. We're just waiting on her to get over there to get that all placed. So hopefully it's soon.
Well, I have one other comment here. I was looking at one of my older books from last year, and I saw that you had included in each monthly report how many patients have visited the dental clinic at each facility. And I was wondering if you could include the patient
I think
visits.
it's in there.
Is it? Okay, I guess I overlooked it.
Let me look real fast.
I thought I read it carefully, but
Should be.
maybe I didn't. Because I always try to tell everyone, especially about our pharmacy at Salisaw, that they have filled 10,000 prescriptions each month, so naturally there are going to be some hang-ups and mistakes.
On page 6,
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
down under
I didn't
dental
look at it
program,
close enough.
down under dental program. You see that?
Yes, I see it.
Okay.
Have any other comments for Ms. Geller?
Thank you. Y'all have a good rest of the day.
All right, we have any announcements? Second. All in favor of adjournment? Aye.